I just feel I'm fragmented, that I've given myself away in many directions, financially, emotionally, worry wise, even with my little dog who takes a lot of time and kind of bosses me. And I don't know how to get everything back together in one place. I'm just floundering. I try to listen to the morning things. I have a little trouble with my Facebook when I've got my phone, and I try to do the replays. 2 days ago, I really loved, especially loved your talk, and it gives me hope. But I know I have to do more work. So I guess I'm just trying to think where to start. I guess attending tonight was like a first step.
I love that you're here. And transformation is not easy, but it is so worth it.
Mhm.
And what you're saying and what I can feel from you is that you're in the process of creating boundaries that you did not have before. You are so used to giving from the saucer, and you've trained people.
Yes.
You've trained people to lean on you, and so they lean on you. And then saying no feels like you're taking back something that you had given. And it feels hard and it feels bad. It feels like, oh, I've always done this. And now for me not to do it, what will they think? And that's where the problem is. When you say, what will they think? I've always done this. And if I say now, if I say no now, what will they think? And therein lies the problem. You see, Janet, there is nothing that you cannot say no to, just like there is nothing you cannot say yes to. Saying yes and saying no are the same. One is not harder than the other. One is not easier than the other, except that we make it so. We make it hard and we make it easy. And let me open my drawing board and draw this for you because I think it will be more clarifying for you to see the drawing. Um, the only time you will ever be misunderstood is if you have a vibration when you say no, if you have a vibration that is low on the emotional scale. That is the only time people will misunderstand what you really mean. That is the only, trust me, that is the only time people will misunderstand what you mean. And the reason is people misunderstand what you mean because they don't understand your vibration. Because if your vibration is coming from, so I'm just going to start drawing now. Hang on, I'm sharing my screen. If this is the emotional scale, this is your emotional scale, Janet. And here is this other emotional scale of the other person that you want to say no to. Okay, so they come and they ask you for something, and you are so used to always saying yes to them. So every time they come, you say yes to them, they ask you a question, you say yes to them, they feel happy. And they're right up here feeling happy. But what happens to you is that you go down the emotional scale after you say yes to them. And the reason you go down the emotional scale is because you just don't have the physical resources, the monetary resources. You just don't have the resources. So Even though you think you've done a good thing, but you've gone down the emotional scale. And because you've gone down the emotional scale, now your vibration that you're sending this person is going from this place low on the emotional scale. So they no longer feel cared for, even though you're doing the thing that you're doing. You are giving so much to them, but they're, don't we say this? Oh, what a thankless thing I did. They didn't even bother to say thank you. They don't even appreciate what it takes for me to do what I just did for them. Have you ever said that?
Mhm.
Right? Why do you think you're saying, why do you think that they are not appreciative of what you're doing for them? Why do you think that is? You're doing so much and they're not appreciative. Why do you think that is? It
Low
is,
on the scale.
it's exactly because you're low on the emotional scale. That is why they are not appreciative of what you've done for them. So, you see, this is why there's no point in making a sacrifice, because when you make a sacrifice, you go low on the emotional scale. And then you wonder why this person is not thankful.
Right.
But even though you know that, it is still hard for you to say no to them. So they come along the next time and they ask you for the same thing. And you say to yourself, well, I said yes the last time. I should say yes again. But you're not giving from your saucer, you're giving from your cup. So again, you go down the emotional scale again. And again, you're giving from a place low on the emotional scale, which makes the other person feel like they don't feel loved, because the vibration of love is up here and they're not getting the vibration of love from you. They're getting the vibration of, oh, you asked me for a lot. That's not a good vibration. That's not a vibration that says, I love you. So the
Mhm.
thing is, if you ask, so here's the thing, the reason you give in and you give to them is because you think that you are the only one who can help them solve the problem, and they are all alone in this big bad world.
Yeah,
But they are
yeah.
not alone in the big bad world, my dear, because they have source. You see, help comes to them through people, not from them. It's always coming from the universe through a person.
Mhm.
You think you are the helper. You're not the real helper. You're just the conduit that the universe is using in order to help the other person. So you have to trust that if you say no, then this person, there are 10 other people that the universe will bring to them to help them solve whatever problem they have. It's not for you to solve. So now you can say no, and you can say no from a place of love. No, I cannot do, I love you very much, but this is not the right time for me. I'm so sorry. I wish I could, but I really cannot.
Thank you, Sarah. I get it.
Okay? So then you say no, but you say the no from a place of love and kindness. And you say to them, I'm sure you'll find someone else to help you. I just don't have the resources. And you don't have to tell them, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the energy. You don't have to tell them. Just use one word, and that one word is resources. I just don't have the resources just now to help you. I would love to help you. I always have. But this is not the right time for me. I am so sorry. But I want you to know I love you, and I know that you are a powerful being, and I know that you are strong and you are capable, and I know that whatever is going on for you, you can figure yourself out. You can figure a way out of this. You can handle this. And there are plenty of people who I know you are a very loved person, and there are plenty of people you can fall back on, not me this time. And
Thank you
that's
so
it.
much.
Okay? So you always have to say no with love. What happens is the thing that goes wrong, and when you say no with love, the other person does not take it the wrong way because they're feeling the vibration of love. You can call a person whatever you want to call them, but say it with love. So what
And
happens is, here's the thing that happens. This person is not going to feel bad because of your no, but what happens is most of the time when people say no, they say no from a place of revenge or anger. How dare you not know that you're asking me for too much? So they say no from this place of anger or revenge. Now, when you say no, it's the same word. You're saying the same word. It's a big fat no. But when you say no from a place of anger or revenge meaning you should know better. How dare you? I've done so much for you and you still want more from me? My mother used to say, "What are you going to do? Drink my blood?" Literally, that is what she used to say. Now, that no is not coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of anger or revenge or blame. It's coming from a place low on the emotional scale. So this person, do you think they're feeling loved? No, they're not. So so now they don't like it when you say no because your no came from this place. Nobody will fault you for saying no if you say no from a place of love. And that, my dear, is the key.
got it. Thank you.
You are so welcome.